Could I retire on $887 USD per month in Kuching, Sarawak, Malaysia? Our early retirement world tour continues today on the island of Borneo in the state of Sarawak in the city of Kuching, Malaysia. Borneo is the third largest island in the world. Sarawak, Malaysia occupies the northwestern part of the island of Borneo. Sarawak state is one of the 13 states that together form the country of Malaysia. During our exploration of Borneo, Malaysia in a previous video on our Retire Cheap in Malaysia YouTube playlist, we took you to Semporna, Sandakan, and Kota Kinabalu in the state of Sabah, Borneo, Malaysia. We have 39 videos on our Malaysia YouTube playlist. You may have heard me complain in previous videos that the politicians in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia set some ridiculous income requirements for foreigners to obtain a retirement visa in Malaysia. Well, the good news is that both Malaysian states in Borneo, Sabah, and Sarawak have thumbed their noses at the Kuala Lumpur politicians and have decided to welcome foreign retirees with much more reasonable income requirements for foreign retirement visas. For details about those retirement visa requirements, click the first link in the notes below this video. In this video, I'll share my estimated costs to retire early on $887 per month in Kuching, Sarawak, Malaysia, including estimated rents, utilities, groceries, restaurants, transportation, and entertainment. But first, I'll show you around Kuching so you'll know whether or not you're even interested in retiring here.
Hello! Today we are going to the old town in Kuching.
Yes, we are. And I ordered a set C, which is in the Western breakfast, which is 6 ringgit, which is $1.36.
How was your breakfast?
It's good.
You like it?
Yeah. Just eggs easy over.
Yeah, and a hash brown, huh? This is my Sarawak laksa for 9 ringgit. 3 strip? Wow. Sarawak laksa.
Sarawak laksa with shrimp. First time?
It's nice.
That's Chung Kun Cafe. We just had breakfast there. Chung had a
Sarawak laksa.
Sarawak laksa, yeah,
Yes.
with shrimp. And I had a Western breakfast. 2 eggs, hash browns, toast, some beans. Mine was $1.36. Yours $2?
Mama is 9 ringgit, your one is 6 ringgit.
Yeah. Mitsuoka. I'd never heard of this car before, so I looked in the windshield, and it's built with Nissan parts. Very cool car, huh? Nissan. I suppose it could be a kit car or something. I've never seen it. It's nice though. Imagine if you can get a car like that and has Nissan motor in it. That would be a great car. This statue here is famous here in Kuching. The word Kuching in Malay means cat, and that's why the city is named after cats. So you'll see them all over the city. So this temple behind us is called 𝗤𝗙𝗢𝗄. It was first built in 1770. It's been refreshed, reconstructed several times since. It's named after the principal deity worshipped by the Chinese community here in Kuching. And it stands for peace, harmony, and lots of money. Very cool. It's open. Wow, this one's done really nicely. Quite a nice view from the front of this place. The river's right there. So across from the temple we were just at over there is this Chinese court erected in 1912 by the White Raj, which is a Brit from Bath, England, and actually it was probably erected by the Chinese, but this was a Chinese court The White Raj wanted the Chinese people to settle their own matters instead of handling it by other people's rules, because the Chinese have their own customs, and so divorces, marriages, property separation, any kind of court cases were handled here in this building. And now it's a museum, I suppose, but it's closed right now. So I've talked about this place here. It's some kind of government building, I believe City Hall. And then one of the most amazing bridges, it's a walking bridge, but really nice. We showed it to you at night. But over here, this is the waterfront, the original buildings. These are the colonial era buildings. This was not bombed out as much as 𝗕𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗡, the city, which is in Sabah, because for whatever reason the Japanese and the Allied forces didn't bomb this all to hell. So some of these are World War II buildings. They have these river cruises you can take along the river here. This is one of the boats you go on. It's been raining pretty much since we've been here, so we haven't been on the cruise yet, but if it dries up long enough, one day we'll head out there and let you know what it's like. It's daytime now, and you can see there's very few people here, but at night this is like a walkway that everyone likes to walk on in the evening to enjoy their time in such a beautiful city. And we're getting closer to the bridge now. We'll show you that in a minute. Really done a great job with this waterfront. They have all these old trees here that are much older than a lot of the brickwork done here for the walkway, but it really adds a lot when they integrate the beauty of the past into the present time. This state Sarawak we're in, that is the assembly. It's where all of the, I think it's 82 assembly members come and pass new laws. And they can walk over there across this beautiful suspension bridge if they like. You can see the two, I'm not sure what they're called, but they're towers, I'll call them, with the suspension lines, and a beautiful walkway, which we'll show you at night as I'm talking right now. We were there at night where there's people and lights, and it's very beautiful. And back over here behind us is the Sarawak Craft Council, where they have local souvenirs and stuff you can buy and local crafts. We're going to go in today and see the Sarawak local crafts. Many of these crafts that you see are from the original people of Malaysia, which many still live in villages far away from the big city. This is a square tower built in 1879. The original was burned to ground in the gold miners' rebellion in 1857. And now this is a fine dining restaurant. This is the old courthouse, built in 1871. The clock tower was added in 1883. This was not just the courthouse, but it was the seat of the Sarawak government until the new beautiful one was built across the river that I just showed you a second ago. These trees are just extraordinary. Very beautiful. It's really a beautiful old town here. A lot of character. Here we are, Carpenter Street.
It's called Attap Street in the trailer road.
Yeah, and a lot of great restaurants, coffee shops, gift stores here.
Yeah.
A nice little temple here on the right. It's raining today, so Chen has her umbrella out. Wow, how pretty.
Let's go inside.
It's beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Tiger, dragon. Whenever you walk through a Chinese temple, you want to look back at the doors that are open. If it's open, you can look back and see what the door looks like when it's closed. Often some of the best artwork is right on the front door. Very colorful. And the colors are very pronounced. Sean bought the little candle.
I just lighting the candle. It's for good luck. I'm not usually doing all the praying stuff, but to light a candle, I will do it. is the gods will come and read the name, and then we'll wish you all the best. Thank you.
I love side streets in Chinatowns.
It's a very charming street here in this Carpenter Street, or what we call it as the Art Street. You can see of the building around here. You have to come here to see the building. The famous place here is to see all this old building, and they have a good food around here.
Great street art all over Kuching. It's a historical mural here. Chinese culture. It looks about maybe the 1950s, 60s.
It's about the trading of the local product here.
Yeah. Some of the local plants here are in pictures on the wall of the coffee house. I don't know if you recognize these at all, but these are carnivore plants. They have like a little top on them that shuts so fly gets inside, or some other animal, and the little door shuts. And eventually they digest it with chemicals inside the bottom of the flower.
So we are here in this coffee shop, one of the famous coffee shop in Kuching.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's molasses latte. It's hot. It's using the black sugar. I'm not racist. Black sugar is more healthy than white sugar because it's not processing. It's not processing to be white, so it's still healthy. Nice coffee.
It's very nice. No, it's true. White sugar is not very healthy. That's the mayor of Cat City. So this is the Borneo Cultural Museum. We're gonna check it out.
You see that thing over there, the black one?
Oh yeah, that's a totem pole.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
So these totem poles are what I would call a totem poles. They're burial poles, and it took 2 years of hard work, craftsmanship to carve these. In its original locations, they had a large flat stone sitting on top. This covered an opening where the remains were kept.
So we are here right now in this Borneo Culture Museum. My ticket is 10 ringgit, Daniel ticket is 20 ringgit as a foreigner over 60 and above. Right?
Yeah.
Thank God you're over 60. If not, it's so expensive to bring you around the world.
So it's 20, that's not even $5, like $4 for me. There are still small groups of communities in Sarawak who live in the rainforest. They live deep in the interior. The rainforest provides all they need to live, such as shelter and food, but maintaining this way of life is harder in the modern world. Found another vegetarian restaurant. Great, love it. It's like 16?
Yes.
Like $1.75 each for us to eat. Just love these vegetarian Chinese restaurants. Delicious. Good flavor. Penang was the first city I ever went to in Malaysia, and they have this sort of art all over the place. And this is the first time in Kuching, so it's fun to see it here also. So there's all these docks on the waterfront. If you see one, you can just come down here. And these little boats that are going up and down the river, you just jump on one that's going in the direction you want. So Chung found her boat for us to cross the river. It's got brakes on that thing. Hello. Kuching from the other side. Yep, there's some high rises here. Off we go. This is our apartment in Kuching. It's $18 a night. It's about 2 kilometers from the city center, which is that way. Here's the bathroom. Look okay?
It's very nice.
Oh, it's fairly new. It has the desk so I can make videos or whatever.
Yes.
It looks like maybe queen size bed.
Yeah, it's one for size.
It's got a fridge, kitchen, has a range top. Now I will share our itemized estimated cost to retire early on 887 USD per month in Kuching, Sarawak, Malaysia. But the full report is available at the first link in the notes below this YouTube video, including restaurants, grocery stores, things to do, a nightlife map, where we stayed, visa information, walkability, weather, hospitals, social considerations, expat communities, real estate, plus our overall retirement desirability score. Okay, I promised to give you our estimated costs of living in Kuching, Sarawak. Here is our estimated cost of living converted into US dollars if the two of us were to retire early on 887 USD per month in Kuching, Sarawak, Malaysia on a tight budget. But we are all different, so you'll have to put your feet on the ground in Kuching to determine your cost of living based on where you would live, what you would eat, and how you would entertain yourself. The below exchange rate was 4.4 Malaysian ringgit to the US dollar when we were there, but that varies, so check the current exchange rate. Rents. You'll see furnished one-bedroom apartments in the range of about 1,100 to 2,000 ringgits per month, which is 250 to 455 US per month, if we were willing to sign a lease for a year or more. Here is an example of one we found and the link while we were in town. 2-bedroom, 2-bath in Samajaya apartment in Kuching. By walking neighborhoods, I can usually find cheaper ones than by searching on the internet, but we will use 1,400 ringgit or $318 USD per month for this estimate. Be sure to read my report on how I find perfect apartments around the world so you will know why I would expect to get a better deal with my feet on the ground. Okay, utilities. Kuching is at sea level, so we would need to run our air conditioner many nights and during midday on warm days. Electricity would cost about 150 ringgit per month or $34. Gas and water would be another 16, so about $50 per month for our estimated utilities per month. Groceries. Based on our time here and the money we spent on groceries, we estimate about 260 US per month on groceries for the two of us, but that only works if you shop at the open-air public markets for fresh foods. If you like going to air-conditioned supermarkets, you could quickly pay 100 more per month. If you want to buy imported goods like foreign wines and cheeses, you could also add another 100 on top. We would shop mostly in the public market where the vegetables, fruits, rice, and meats are cheaper, and only go to the more expensive supermarkets to get what we could not find in the public market. Okay, restaurants. If we went out to eat twice per week, once for date night and once for lunch somewhere, plus some street food, we'd spend around $35 per week or $140 per month in restaurants for the two of us. We would eat mostly in mom and pop style restaurants rather than the expensive expat style restaurants. Okay, cell phone data. The cost to recharge our prepaid service would be 60 ringgit per month or about $14 per month. My Android phone would act as a hotspot so we can both be on the internet at the same time when we're out of the house together. Laundry. Many apartments here have washing machines, but you will see coin-operated laundries around also. We would rent a place with a clothes washing machine, so we would only spend about another 20 ringgit or $5 a month on detergent. Water. We'd spend about $20 per month on reverse osmosis drinking water, which includes delivery. Internet. Our home internet service would be about $30 per month. That'd be for 60 megabit per second Wi-Fi. Transportation. The fun areas around Kuching are tightly packed in the city center, but we were able to take city buses in and out of the city center. So if we moved here, we would just use Grab Taxi to get groceries home and ride city buses or bicycles the rest of the time. We estimate around $50 per month for transportation. Okay, alcohol, which is optional. Tiger beer, regular sized beers, are about 67 ringgits in the market, which is about $1.60 US. But Tsingtao, which tasted the same to us, was only $3.50 ringgit, but you could easily double those prices in bars and restaurants. So for the two of us, we estimate about 120 US per month, since we would drink more at home than in the bars. Okay, entertainment. Optional, of course. We would budget about $100 per month for entertainment for the two of us. All that adds up to 887 USD per month in Kuching, Malaysia. Okay, in the table we have rents at $318, groceries at $260, utilities at $50, $140 for restaurants, $14 for cell data, laundry at $5, water at $20, internet $30, transportation at $50. The recurring totals would be $887. If you add optional alcohol of $120, you're at $1,007. And if you add optional entertainment of $100, you're at $1,107. Not all of your potential expenses are listed in this table. Visit Numbeo for Kuching and add anything you spend money on in your home country each month that's not mentioned in the above table. This is our estimated cost of living if the two of us moved here on a tight budget. To fully understand what it would cost you to live here, you must do an exploratory visit, put your feet on the ground. Our costs of living are generally much lower than a new traveler's because we are bargain hunters, but there are a few people that would live cheaper than we do. Never move anywhere until you have visited first personally to verify the living costs for your lifestyle needs. I'm not guaranteeing these prices. These are just my notes and estimates from the time of my visit in this post. Your costs will likely be drastically different depending on your lifestyle and the time since this post. More typical expat living costs in Kuching range from about $1,400 to $2,200 USD per month. But people spending that much often have higher incomes or pensions. They often report spending more on entertainment, eating out, and alcohol. Many also have more expensive cars, houses, and apartments. Many of you will likely be unable to retire on so little here. I give example reasons why in this report, understanding why overseas living costs vary widely. Several other reports you should also read include How to Not Fail at Retiring Cheap Overseas and the two biggest risks of retiring early for cheap overseas, which explains why you should have emergency funds available for unexpected large expenses. Links to those are provided below. Thanks for reviewing our report. Retire early on $887 USD per month in Kuching, Malaysia. This is Dan of Vagabond Awake, the YouTube channel for vagabondbuddha.com. The world is your home. What time will you be home for dinner? Hey, if you liked our video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Any of that would help our business. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Click the link in the notes below this video to get a copy of this content. Plus, grab a free copy of my ebook, How I Fired My Boss and Traveled the World for 13 Years. While you're there, check out our catalog of retired cheap reports all over the world and our hobby income course that we just released. Thanks so much.